Well, collectors, here we are again. DCT video number 219, I think. Is that right, Ob?
Yeah, we got it right this week. 219.
Yeah, last week we had it wrong. 219. Well, we're moving along here. Well, I think before we do anything, let's make a drink and have a cigar. Let's do that. What do you think, Ob?
Drink first, then cigar.
Drink first, then. Okay. All right, we can do that. Yeah, so I hope everybody's doing well. We're pressing along here in the old cellar. Every day's a challenge, but what better life than this, huh, guys? Yep. All right, we're going to start out our morning here. Did you have any breakfast, Ob?
Looks like I'm going to have whiskey for breakfast. So.
Just having whiskey this morning for breakfast? Yeah, okay. Well, that'll get you started, that's for sure. I had my usual bowl of Raisin Bran, so I'm all ready to go. Yeah.
Stayed up too late last night watching TV.
Oh, did you? Yeah. Oh, well. All right, that's that. We'll stir those babies up. And
that soda looks really carbonated there.
Well, you know. Well, here's to you, collectors. First of the day. Prost. Ah, another good one. And I think I'd like to light up a cigar or two here, as is my custom. I got a nice Nicky Rustica here. As you guys know, I like these. Got some smoke going in here. It looks too clear, this air, Rob.
Yeah.
Can't work in that. How's it looking, Ob?
A couple more puffs. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, give it a spin. There you go.
All set? Okay.
Yeah.
Gonna burn the cloth there. Well, that's all right, I guess.
Ooh.
What?
It's a good one.
Okay, collectors, before we start, I just want to talk a little bit about last week's video. It's kind of, I don't know, I guess I should explain the best I can anyhow, but we had a somewhat controversial person, Craig Gottlieb, here last week, and the comments on the video were some people that hated him and some people that liked him, and some people say, why the hell would you ever have that guy on your video? Well, I don't know, collectors. I know Gottlieb for many years, and he certainly has his manner and his ways, but you know, he's been around the hobby for a lot of years, and whether he's famous or infamous, I don't know what it is, but he's been here for a long time, and he's done some rather interesting things over the years. I mean, I remember one of the major projects he did, I was actually watching CNN one morning a few years ago, and on comes Craig Gottlieb sitting there with a panel, and he was in the midst of actually selling an original Hitler uniform. I mean, I couldn't believe it that they would put that on CNN, but they did, and of course Craig, he did sell that uniform, and I think it brought over $1 million. So, you know, okay, like him or not like him, but he's involved in a lot of things, and for several years now he's been bugging me, hey Whitman, I want to be on one of your videos. I want to be on one of your videos. Every time I'd see him at a show, I'd get the same thing, and I'd try to avoid the question because I wasn't sure what we would do, Craig and I, on a video. And but then a couple of weeks ago, he called me. He said, I'm in New York and I'm coming down to do the video with you this weekend. I said, well, all right, I guess that's that. We'll try to make the best we can out of it. And so one of the things that's kind of interesting, that particular video has the most views of any video we've ever run. So I don't know whether that's good or bad, but I thought Craig was he was very interesting. He's very knowledgeable, and at least it gives everybody a chance to put a face to his name. I know you people have all heard about him for years, and you can see what he is, what he's like, and I think I don't know, some guys love the video. So Craig is a tough personality. I thought I could control him before I put him on the video, but I found out that I couldn't, mainly because he's a non-stop talker, continually interrupting and so forth. But that's his personality, and we're all different in this world, and we have to be able to accept each other, I think. So for better or worse, that's what we did, and I think it was good for everybody to meet Craig. This is not the end of him. He's going to be around a lot of years in the future. He's still a fairly young man, so I think all in all it was a worthwhile experience. So one other thing I wanted to say too, with Craig did say something that was not very nice. He made a remark that Tom Johnson was selling humped up things, and I just want to say that I knew Tom Johnson for 40 years. He was a good friend. I was his partner in the Mac show for 30 years. He was a true Southern gentleman, and probably the most honest guy I ever knew. Also the most intelligent. And you got to remember, he wrote over 30 books on our hobby. And if it weren't for Tom, I don't think the hobby would be near as popular as it is today. And that remark was a very bad shot in poor taste, and certainly not true. Tom was the most honest guy I ever knew, and as I say, a true gentleman. You couldn't walk into a place with him opening the door for you, or a lady came over to our table while we're eating dinner, he would stand up, or he would help the lady sit down in the chair. His manners were impeccable. As you know, he was a career Army officer, achieved the rank of lieutenant commander.
Colonel. Lieutenant Colonel.
Lieutenant Colonel, you're right, Ob. And also, in his ending years with the Army, he was a member of the Joint Chiefs of Staff in the Pentagon. I mean, that's no stupid man that has a job like that.
Really? I never heard that before.
Yeah, oh yeah, that is true. And he once told, I said, Tom, why are you leaving the Army? Because he was doing so well. He said, well, after all these years, I finally figured it out that I'll never be a general because I'm not a graduate of West Point. And I guess maybe that's true. Probably 95% of the generals in the Army are West Point graduates. But and then on top of it, I mean, he did 2 tours in Vietnam, and as you collectors may know, Tom died of Agent Orange, which he apparently caught in those years he was in Vietnam. He was a great friend, a very honest man, and we don't like to hear comments like that because they're not true. But anyhow, with that whole episode with Craig, I told you good reviews, bad reviews, but I don't know whether we should have any more guests or not. Maybe it's too. But who's that? Who's knocking?
It's not Craig, is it?
What do you mean no more guests? Tom,
Nicky,
my old buddy.
Nicky. You guys remember Nicky Capobianco? Capo
Bianco. Yes.
Okay.
Close
Gotta
enough
get
for
that
government work.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. What are you up to? You had nothing to do, so you come over here?
Well, you're right. I had nothing to do. I figured, it's a nice Sunday. It's raining. I can't do garden work, so I'll come over here and waste your time.
Oh, that sounds good. Yeah. Well, we can. You can help with the unboxing if you want,
I would love to.
and then you're going to show us something else, maybe. You
I have a
got?
few German items I think that, might be something people want to see. But
They always have in the past. They loved your stuff. So, well, what do we got here to start out then?
Well, we'll get Nicky a drink first, and
good idea.
Oh yeah.
and how about you wanted to show a picture or something, did you, Pop?
Yeah. You just like a tiny little bit, right? Or
You are
none,
correct.
None at all.
yeah.
That's a prop.
None at all. Or
Oh no, you put it in.
put a little bit in.
Yeah, put a little bit in.
All right, just a little hit.
When in Moorestown, you
Yeah.
have to
Yeah.
pretend that you're.
Well, it's a dry town, so we got to loosen it up
not
a
in this
little.
house.
Not down here.
I'm gonna have to let the authorities know what's going on
Yeah.
down here.
Speakeasy down here.
Now that should be plenty weak, Nicky.
Perfect.
Yeah, it's good to see you. I haven't seen you in 3 or 4 months, I don't think.
I've been avoiding you.
Yeah, I guess you have.
I'm very fortunate. I get to travel, my wife and I, and we were on several trips.
Salute, Nick.
Yeah,
Salute.
yeah, prost to you. Good to see you.
Woo.
I had one picture here too before we start, Nick. These folks. This is Brianna and Rob. Brianna is Rob's daughter, and they were here a couple of months ago. Really nice people, and so we took a little picture up in the collecting room because they want to get that up on
They
our
wanna be on the wall?
on the wall here.
Yeah, I gotta get to work on that wall
Yeah.
or behind.
Yeah, so they're not very nice people. Brianna is a horse lady. Rides horses.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Where did they come from, Pop?
I forget.
I mean,
He goes under the heading of bunker digger.
they just wanted to come over and see the stuff.
Yeah, I think that's what it was. I forget. It was a couple of months ago. So anyhow, all right. So I broke that off. Oh,
Now it's right.
Oh, right in my
yeah,
eye.
there was no tip on it. Yeah. I think that point stuck in my leg, Nick, but it's all right.
It's all right. You got plenty of spare blood. You'll be fine.
Yeah, I'll be fine.
Don't
yeah.
worry about it.
All right, I won't worry.
It was
about
like that when I got here.
Yeah, it was like it's my first day.
Oh God.
So you ready
So-
for the first box?
First box. Remember, we tell everybody where it's coming from.
Absolutely.
But no names.
All right. This is coming from Berlin, Germany.
Ah, Deutschland, guys.
Alles für
Right.
Deutschland.
How about that?
I don't think we ever got a package from Berlin before.
I don't know.
Probably a cease and desist order.
Yeah, it's probably, they want to confiscate everything you have.
Please return our stuff, thank you.
Yeah, that's probably what it is. Boy, I hope not.
Kind of light.
Lightweight, huh? Yeah, let's see what we got here.
Yeah, it might be.
Das is das, huh?
Looks like legal documents.
Yeah. There's all this stuff here. Let me put my glasses on there. I don't think this is something for sale. It's
I think we're in trouble. Is it all in German?
no. It says I recently watched your video discussing an Ernst Fromm dagger. You mentioned if anyone comes across such a piece, they should contact you. I would like to inform you that I have one in my possession. I am sending photographs of the dagger and would greatly appreciate your professional opinion regarding its authenticity. Boy, you sent 100 photographs, it looks like here. Oh, shall we look at one or two?
Looks good to
let's
me.
see the etch, you know.
Just see what it is.
Oh my goodness. I just saw a glimpse of the top of that dagger.
Yeah, this looks more.
That's more than a
my
robe
God.
dagger.
Wow, look at this thing. Holy mackerel.
Oh,
It looks
Oh,
like
it's-
the Rome dagger or something.
look at that grip.
That's actually Rome's dagger.
Yeah.
Not a Rome dagger.
Boy, you know, it just might be. Look at this thing.
Hold on
Wow.
a second. Those are fish scales. I've
Oh
never
my
seen
goodness,
that
look at that.
before.
That is
Yeah.
unbelievable. Never saw that on one before.
And the leather is really wild too.
It looks like it's put in strips.
Look at that.
Look at that grip.
It's the mermaid grip.
Yeah.
The cross guards aren't the normal honor type because this leaf doesn't go up. But boy, the workmanship is really something in that, huh? Oh, look at this, man. Could he have found Rome's dagger?
I can't imagine who else would have all this work done.
Where's the initials there? EW, I think it says. Or it's an R. No. No, here's a better shot, Dad.
Looks like EW or FW.
That's EW.
That's not an R, is it? ER?
I don't know. I mean, you can imagine anything, but it doesn't look that.
Doesn't look that way.
Yeah, here's a picture of Rome wearing.
Where's it? It is.
Yeah, that's right. That had the 2 insignia in it, so this is different from that. It had an SS insignia down here too.
And he doesn't look like the fish scales are on.
Yeah, it's very
On
close
that
to
one,
it though,
yeah.
isn't it? Wow. And his chain hanger is very similar too.
Well, if those initials are EW, it shouldn't be too hard to find whose dagger this is.
Yeah, that looks close to the hanger that Rome wore too.
Well, you think it'd be a Damask blade, though, wouldn't you?
Yeah, see, there's the Rome hanger. It's very, very similar to it. Huh. Wow.
It's almost like they took a regular dagger and then did all the work afterwards. Like
Yeah.
it had like a jeweler do it. That doesn't look like
Yeah.
something that a factory does.
Now, I agree with you. I see it's a Hainault piece, too. That comes from Sewell. So, I mean, it's very difficult to say whether something like that is really original or whether it has been redone recently, but what the heck is that?
The blade's been sharpened, so somebody didn't know what they had.
Look at that lug. Well, that's cool.
Yeah.
I don't know what those all are.
Yeah, there's that Hainault mark.
Give that a spin real fast, Dad.
Well, this is quite a piece. Whether it's original or not, without some type of provenance, it's very difficult to say with something like that. But let's see, and something else too.
If I was to fake that, I would have put an ER, not an EW. You know, so that makes me think it's authentic. Because why would you go through all that trouble and get the initials wrong?
It's a good point. There's something else here. This is nothing by the looks of it. It's just another regular SA dagger.
Well, maybe there's a back on the blade. Is it a room? No.
Okay, well we'll have to study this. But your point is well taken, Nick. If they were trying to fake a Rome dagger, they would have put ER.
Yeah.
It certainly has been done in the same style, though, as the Rome piece. Well, that's a pretty wild thing. I'll have to study this from a
I can
man
see why
named
they sent
Alexander.
pictures and not the actual item.
Yeah, yeah. I love the scabbard leather. That's cool. All right. See that? You never know what you're going to get when you open a box from Berlin, right? Wow.
So there's still good stuff there.
Yeah, might be. Well, we shall see, but things like that are they need some kind of documentation.
So that's like probably has the value of a house, if that's real.
Yeah, it's real. It's good. Now what do we got, Nicky?
I don't know, but it's got some weight to it, so hopefully there's some interesting things in here. Let's see where this is from.
Yeah, I think it got it upside down. The box was frowning.
This is from Akron, Ohio.
Oh yeah, we get. Yeah, I know who this man is. He sends a box every couple of weeks. I think he's selling his collection, you know, and there's usually 3 or 4 things in each box. Usually good things too.
Love letter right on top.
Love letter, yeah.
Just keep showing the address there.
All right. I'll put this down. I think there's a lot of different items in here.
Yeah.
Why don't you put it on that stool there, Nicky?
Okay.
Pull it closer to you.
Yeah, that'd be easier. Now there's a lot of stuff in here.
Good.
Wound badge, cased wound badge. PX ring. What's a PX ring?
Panzer?
I don't know. You helping, Jack? Jack's down here. Well, let's see what we got here.
Looks like a wig.
We'll just take it one at a time.
There you go, Pop. You got a tube.
Yeah. No, this is one of those great winter hats. I think they use rabbit fur.
Yeah, it feels
you
like
know,
rabbit.
Rabbit fur, and got an insignia on it. Yeah, there's the insignia. Yeah.
Hassenpfeffer.
Hassenpfeffer, yeah.
Looks like it's held on by the rubber band.
It looks like it's, yeah, something, I guess just to keep it from coming off, whatever, but it looks in great condition, though. Yeah. No, that's a nice, nice
It's been stored right.
Let me see the insignia, Pop.
Yeah. Let's see, that's the back.
It's Army, right? Yeah.
This is all wool, you know, no mothing. Looks pretty good.
I bet you keep your head warm, believe me.
And
Yeah.
He said the rabbit fur doesn't usually last that long, and that's in pretty good shape. It's a
Great
nice
mint.
piece. Yeah.
It's been put away, I guess, that's why. All right, that's one.
All right, I'm going to keep this up here so Jack doesn't get a hold of it.
That's probably a
That's
good
something
idea.
that he would love to get a hold of.
Looks like a set of hangers.
Your favorite rubber bands?
Yeah, I like rubber
And
band.
tape.
Oh, got both. A double hit.
There wasn't any popcorn in the box, so.
Yeah.
There we go.
Oh, these are certainly nice. Wow. Look at those, Ob. Beautiful. Look
Yeah.
at the condition.
Great shape.
Beautiful. Got the fancy metal tabs with the rivets on the top, and look at the amount of silvering that's on that.
I was going to say that looks really nice.
Yeah, you don't see that very
These are real
often.
fancy with the metal.
Oh yeah. This is the top of the line.
The
See what the
a
back
little
looks
longer
like.
than usual too.
Yeah, they do look a little longer, and
Well, the buckles are all the way down to the
yeah,
very bottom.
Yeah, that's a great set of hangers there.
yeah, a little bit of wear, not much
that's
though.
all
Yeah, that's quite a set of
You
straps.
can almost say that's a general's straps.
Well-
That's how nice they look.
It's the kind of quality a general would buy. Yeah, they're not bad at all. I like them. That's a pretty expensive set of hangers.
Well, here's a lot of items you might want to pull them out individually.
Okay. Let's see, we'll take these little things first here. Looks like you've got everything in Kleenex here or something. Wow, this is going to take some time, collectors. Alright guys, we got some of that stuff out of the box here, and this is kind of a pretty set of collar tabs. They're actually Luftschutz. Boy, they're really fancy, aren't they, for Luftschutz?
They are. They look
Yeah.
really neat.
Yeah, I never saw them before.
Is that a high-ranking officer in the lift shits?
I don't
have to
know.
check 'em out.
Have to
Yeah.
check them out. And this is a silver wound badge. You say, well, you know, how you know it's silver? It is. It just the silvering came off, and they're usually marked 65 or something on the back of them. This one I think is definitely, yeah, that's got a 65 on the back. So they're both silver, and here's a silver one that's really in good condition. You just almost never see that with that much silvering on it. These silver ones too are usually this solid cast, whereas usually the black ones are
Hollow back.
hollow back. Yeah,
Very nice.
yeah, but that's a nice badge. There's the back of it. So.
Is the box marked at all on the front?
No, but it looks like the original box. I mean, it's,
It does, yeah.
And then here's a picture of AH, and you say, you see that all over. But it's actually a period picture in the period frame. It does not look like it's ever been out of the frame.
Wasn't it mandatory to have one of those in your house?
Well, it was a good idea.
Yeah.
One thing I like this too. That's one of those typical German hooks that they use.
No, that looks period to me too. Let me see the framer, I guess. Or...
Yeah. Yeah, so it looks like it just came off of somebody's wall at the end of the war. So that's pretty good. And we got a Luftschutz NSDAP armband. I see it's rubber stamped too.
Is that
pretty
printed,
nice.
Pup?
Huh?
Is that printed?
It is not. It looks like it's that Bevo type weave in white.
You sure about that?
No,
That's printed.
Yeah,
That's
you're
printed,
right.
right?
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Bobby's right. It is printed.
See, now since you got it out, let's see if there's a tag in there.
No, there probably wouldn't be one in there.
Yeah. All right, that's good.
Here, I'll put that away. Do
Okay,
the next
yeah,
one.
that's good. Thank you, Nick. And here we have an HJ example.
There might be a tag in there.
Could be. Yeah,
Yeah.
there we go. There's one in there. Yep. So
Good
that's a
condition
nice
on
one.
that. It's
Yeah,
nice.
nice condition.
Boy, there's a lot of Hitler Youth armbands though, aren't there?
There's a lot of Hitler
a lot
Youth.
of Hitler Youth. Yeah,
That was another thing that was mandatory, right?
you bet. Here's another Luftschutz armband, and this one is also got a rubber stamp on it. And then we have an NSDAP one that's really, really crisp. Boy,
Yeah, that
look
looks
at that.
nice,
It's like
yeah.
new, isn't it? Look at that, Nick. Wow.
That was unissued. Well, it was never sewn on anything.
Yeah,
There's
there you go.
that's a good one.
Yeah,
Let me see the
that
tag.
stitching
Yeah.
is pretty cool.
Yeah, that's nice condition too.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a beauty. Yeah, all separate. Although the swaz is printed onto the field, but still nice, really nice.
All right, Papa, need another drink.
I'm making you one up.
Nicky's got me all stirred up.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to start drinking and catch up with you.
Yeah, good luck with that.
All right, Ob's got a drink.
I'm still thinking about that picture of that Rome dagger. That was awesome. I hope that's real.
I don't think so.
Yeah. It's
I
just
hope
too
it
good to be
is.
true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I hope it is, but it's. I don't know. It's just. Where's it been all these years?
Yeah. Well, let's find out who EW is.
Maybe my father, Edgar Whitman.
Yeah, it's Eddie Whitman's.
See that?
Yeah.
Well, you'd,
Now you have to buy it.
you'd expect an honor blade in there too, though. I would. An
Yeah.
Icorn honor
You
blade.
expect a better blade that's in there.
Yeah.
The blade was in terrible condition, and
People who do that stuff, if that's not real, that's a lot of work.
Yeah. Well, not with a little, zzz, you know, the stuff they have today.
well, for somebody that knows how to do stuff like that, it's probably a great pleasure to do it. And he's having fun doing it too.
I mean, that's fish scales. I mean, I've never
That was
seen
awesome.
That before.
Yeah, I've never seen that. I would love to have something like that. But I know if that was real, I can't even come close to affording it. If it's fake, maybe I could get it.
Well, I mean,
my only chance.
I'm not saying it's fake, but it might be real. But I doubt it. But what do we got next?
Oh, there's more from that same box.
Oh, good.
Here's a bag. I
From
think
Akron, Ohio.
you're going to like. Still from Akron, Ohio.
I like the bag. Let's see what we got here. Oh, wow.
That's a beauty.
Boy, look at that dagger.
That's nice.
Yeah, that is super. Huh. Looks like a real,
just fantastic.
real early acorn, or
It's almost a chocolate brown.
beautiful grip and
Look how it
yeah.
is. It's totally two different shades too.
That's that color we're used to, and you turn it around, and
Look at it
that's
again real fast for me, Pop. Look at that. Oh, it's like black
Yeah.
day and night.
yeah. Well, a beautiful dagger though, huh? Looks like an early acorn to me. Wow, nice blade too. See the grain in there,
Oh, yeah.
Nicky? Yeah, it's an acorn.
It's not a super early one, but
yeah.
Well, we can, if the pommel's loose, we'll look at the tang and see if it has a tapered tang. Which, if it's really early, it will. But because this is an early
the
cross guard.
first year of that new maker mark.
Let's just see here if it has a tapered tang. No. So it's a little bit past when they did that. This is probably made
But
about
look at the top of the cross guard though. From
yeah,
you
yeah,
know,
cool. Yeah,
Yeah.
cool. The silvering.
It's been a long time since somebody
Yeah.
took that off.
you
Yeah.
got that right.
Look at the beautiful work there when they made
Yeah,
the
that's
grip.
that's
See that?
perfect.
Yeah, that's a nice dagger though. Man.
Yeah,
Can't
this
take
is
anything away from that.
really pretty dagger. I want to get the right side. The darker side was on the obverse, right?
No, the light side's on the reverse. Yeah,
Yeah, that's right.
reverse, yeah.
That's right.
Yeah,
Because that's
this
the parts
is,
that's been seeing the sun, and that's what changed it.
This is the second type of Army cross guard you see on acorns, but it shows no wear at all, and the blade is super.
Man, that's
too.
fantastic. That's a nice dagger.
Yeah, you know, for somebody that just wants to buy one
That's a nice
Army
one.
dagger,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah,
the
that's a
kind-
great one.
Awesome.
This is sort of like the Tiger SA with a vertical hanger.
There it is. $2,000.
No,
Make
I
a
don't
deal.
want- No,
You know what? All
No.
of your audience members, they want you to sell me that dagger. They told me. They came to me in a dream.
How long have you been trying to get that dagger for?
4
now?
years.
4 years. Whew.
I'll never give up.
I'll never give up.
collectors, this is all about a Tiger SA that I have with a brown vertical hanger on it, and it was in an unboxing a few years ago, I guess. And
4 years ago.
4 years ago.
Nicky, I want that, and I said, Whitman, I want that, and we've been arguing ever since.
Well, here's the
And,
deal. I don't mean to interrupt you, but you had it sitting over there with a price tag on it, and I picked it up and said, I'll take it. I didn't even bargain with the price. I'll pay full price. And you said, oh, no, I think I'll keep it. And I go, it's too late. You have a price tag on it. But you still took it and put it upstairs.
Boy, that sounds nasty, doesn't it?
Yeah, when I say it like that, you should just sell it to me right now in front of everyone and just get it over with.
No.
It was worth a try, guys.
Took another shot, Nick. Another 4 years. Try again.
All right. I hope we both live long enough. Yeah. All right, and more things for that same box from Akron, Ohio.
Oh, good.
Then I think it continues with the Luftschutz theme.
A plastic
That's what it
bag
looks like.
for Rob. Yeah, it does look.
Yeah,
Look at the
plastic bag.
condition.
Wow.
Holy mackerel! Look at that.
Yeah, this man liked
That's-
his Luftschutz. He
That
collected
is
a lot of
really,
Luftschutz.
really
That's
nice. That
the
is
nicest one I
mint.
ever seen.
Incredible. It looks brand new, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Look at that. Boy, see that, collectors?
Man, that decal is just—it's 100%.
Look at the strap too. See what it looks like inside. Oh, brand new. Look at that, huh?
Yeah, I think they took that one out of a warehouse. That one never saw too
must
much
have.
action. Let me see the bottom of it.
I don't see any Vaseline hair tonic on there.
No.
How about that?
It's
Boy,
the
that's
proper
a-
little decals, the way
Yeah.
you put them on.
And see, it's stamped in here with
Yeah.
the Luftschutz information.
Boy, if you ever wanted to buy one Luftschutz helmet,
Yeah, there
that's
it
the
is.
one.
This is what they call the gladiator style because it's two-piece.
that leather, I can't believe that that's 80 years old. That
Yeah.
feels and looks really new. That was stored properly.
Well, that's it. If
Yeah.
We're out of the light and out of the
It's funny,
humidity.
it's just a little wear on the brim, and that's
yeah,
it.
I'll give you $200 for it.
What's Jack doing over there? He's
Let's
grabbing
make sure he's
paper.
not getting something good.
Watching.
He's all right.
It's
He's
just
all right.
paper.
Well, that's a
That's a
killer.
beautiful helmet.
Yeah, that's really really super. Boy, anybody.
Yeah, keep the bag on that one, Pop.
Yeah, that's why I thought I'd put it back on again. I don't want to get scratched up.
Yeah. I'm going to turn around the front so the
All right,
decal
yeah, the
doesn't
decal.
get.
You're right. Yeah.
That's what you want to protect.
Boy, that's the nicest
And-
one I've ever seen.
This is the last item from Akron, Ohio,
Uh huh.
which seems out of place. But see what you do with that.
Oh. Well, obviously this is a American helmet. Is that how the liners usually are, Nick? I don't know.
That is a. If this, you know what? I know a little bit more about the American stuff,
Yeah.
and if this is original, that's an incredible condition because usually these early liners are kind of worn. But that almost looks like a reproduction. They do for reenactors. They do all that, and pull this out. Yeah, that looks like the day it was made.
Yeah.
This shell,
Yeah.
and it's not heavy
It's big.
enough. I believe this is a reenactor's replica.
You think so?
Yes, I don't believe this is original. That's not anywhere near the steel pot.
Yeah.
It feels like it's like pot metal. It's not heavy enough.
It's cool looking though.
Yeah.
Let me see what the love letter says. If he thought it was original.
It's right here.
But he ripped everything. I'll see what it says. He just says U.S. helmet, so maybe he got stuck.
If I would have an expert look at that. If that's original, it's the American stuff is the prices are soaring, and something this nice would be $500 to $800 range. Like 20 years ago, they were $50 in this condition,
Yeah.
but the market is really soaring. But that's a brand new liner. I mean, I can't even if that was unused, it wouldn't look that way after 80 years.
You wouldn't think.
No.
It's also very, very soft yet, too.
Yeah.
No hardening to the leather at all.
So I believe this is a really well-made reproduction.
Yeah.
But if I'm wrong, this is extremely valuable.
Well, some of you collectors out there,
I'm
I'm
sure
sure,
we'll-
they'll know.
I'm sure we'll find out.
But they do a lot of stuff for reenactors nowadays.
Yeah.
There's companies that specialize in just U.S. equipment. They remake all of it, and that's what that looks like to me. All right.
Got another one, Nicky?
We got a few more.
Yeah.
Okay, actually, oh, here it is over here. This is from Colorado Springs,
Oh, nice.
Colorado.
Place. Yeah, nice place.
Just in case you weren't sure.
Yeah, I was wondering where could
Where
Colorado
would Springs be?
Yeah.
It's in South Jersey, it's right down the
Oh, I
road.
knew that.
You never know.
Wow.
Oh, it's double
Looks
taped.
so easy. Oh, here we go.
It feels not. Oh, this kind of makes me feel like a HJ.
Small bag.
Yep.
We dropped something there.
Love letter fell out.
That's
There you
it.
go. You want to read that first?
No, I won't.
No. All right.
I like the surprise.
There you go.
Let's see what we got here. Hello.
Oh, it's even better than that.
Wow, look at the condition too. Man, look at that. Let's see if this will come off without screwing anything up. Whew. Boy, look at the condition of that, Nicky.
Yeah, I love these Flyers knives.
Yeah.
I have a fondness for these because it's the first item I ever had as a Third Right collectible.
Oh yeah.
I told you I traded a fire hydrant wrench when I was 11 years old for this exact, not this one, but one looks exactly like this that my neighbor's uncle brought back, and he did, we found it in the attic. He goes,
What the hell you were doing with a fire hydrant?
That's a long story.
Oh, don't tell me.
It went missing out of a cop car and ended up in my hands, but say no more.
Yeah, Nick. South Philly stuff, right?
Yeah.
You are correct,
Open
sir.
those hydrants up. Yeah.
You should-
Well, in the summertime, don't they open those babies up? The kids do. And
no, well now they did. Back
used to.
then we had to
Yeah.
open them.
Yeah.
Then they came and closed them.
That's why you needed the wrench.
You are correct.
Well, look at the condition though. This leather is absolutely perfect. And you almost never see a hanger in that condition, you know,
Yeah,
because
they're
the
very
knife
worn.
is heavy compared to this little strap they have there.
You're lucky to even have one half the time.
Oh yeah. Oh, it's a
The
balloon man.
Yeah, that's
Look at that.
everyone likes that logo. That is
Oh,
a cool
yeah.
logo.
It is a cool logo. Yeah, mate.
It's Gabruder.
You always
what is it?
Gabruder Heller.
Heller, yeah.
But you look at that and the guy selling balloons in the park, and you think, what is that doing on some Nazi knife? It just seems so contradictory. But there we go.
Can I see the K and the marks?
Yeah. If there is one. Yeah, there is one. It's
There's
really
one.
light hit.
Yeah,
you know,
that's
they put a
usually how
little
you
K
say it.
in on the end
Oh,
of those
absolutely,
things. Yeah.
Let me just zoom in.
Have
so
you
we
ever
can
seen one without it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
or
it's
just,
real?
or it's just
Real.
worn down. You know.
No, I've seen real ones without it, but it's they're all real off makers or something. Because it's my belief that whoever K was made all of these
Oh,
mounts
yes.
and sold them to the different dealers.
So it should be on every one because it's in the
Should be.
mold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody
And
wants to
there's
say
the,
it, believe me. Yeah, both stamps actually.
The DLV insignia. You know, sometimes you'll see the NSFK insignia too, depending on which era it was.
The before 35 was NSFK, or the other way around.
The 435, what's that?
Before 1935, when they made these knives, before they switched over to the Luftwaffe.
They switched. It was the DLV as just a club, which they were really experimenting with flying and so forth against the Versailles Treaty. And in 1936, Hitler threw all that away and the Luftwaffe came out. And then in 37, the DLV became the NSFK, which nationalized it as a Nazi
Yeah.
party organization. So, but the knife didn't change, only the stamping on the throat. Boy, that's a nice piece.
It's a really nice piece.
Yeah. That's all was in that box, huh?
That's it. That's enough. I didn't think a flyer's knife would fit in this holder.
Yeah, just made it.
All right, we have a couple more boxes.
A cigar go out, Pop? No.
Oh, it's still going.
This one is coming from Colorado Springs also. Two items in this one.
Okay. All right, well,
You're gonna like the bag.
you like the bag, yeah?
The first letter must cover both of these.
Some free bubble wrap there for you, Pop.
Yeah. Let's see what this is here. Nick,
Looking army-ish.
I don't know. There's so much bubble wrap I can't see through it.
It's looking bubbly.
It's bubbly, yeah. Ah, there we go.
Oh no, yeah, I was completely wrong.
Must be a tiger. No, it's an NSKK. Yeah, boy, that looks like a Sewell grip though, doesn't it, or something? Or yeah, with Torrigan, I'll bet it's a Sewell grip with that walnut. Scabbard looks nice.
Yeah, it's in nice shape.
Yeah,
Think it was repainted?
I'm trying to look at it. The paint. If it was repainted, it looks good. It looks like old paint. They did take the fittings off to repaint it. You can feel the screws have been moved, so that's a good sign, you know.
It looks like it's NSKK because there's no brown underneath.
Yeah,
It was always a black scabbard.
maybe. Well, let's see what the maker is. The blade's not that good.
It's a dark motto.
Oh, a Gebruder Heller. Yeah, it's not a Sewell dagger. Gebruder Heller. It was a Rome piece. We can tell that because the regular Gebruder Heller is much bigger, and they made it smaller for the Rome examples. So this was all completely ground off.
Well, then you're saying Gebruder Heller has two different.
Yeah, there's a much bigger.
Trademarks.
The regular trademark's bigger
What was
than
the
that.
Balloon Man then?
That's Gebruder Heller too, but they use the anchor thing on the essays.
That's it.
Yeah, you don't see it on anything else. And then you got the Gebruder Heller that just stamps it on the side of the blade.
Yeah.
That's a different company
That's a
altogether.
different gallon.
Yeah, we think this is the same company as the
I
Balloon
don't
Man.
think so. I don't think
Why
people
would one
change.
company
Yeah.
have two different logos?
I know.
No,
It's-
I was gonna say, is there any other examples?
so
of
there's
that, Tom?
3 different
Well, you know
Gebruder
what?
Hellers.
I think the Balloon Man does not have Schmalkald. They were Zolligan, and the Heller on here is Schmalkald. So they are. That's 3 different.
It's 3.
Hellers.
I think there's 3 different
That's it. Yeah,
Gebruder
you're right,
Hellers.
Al,
There's a lot of
you're right.
Hellers out there. I know one
Nick's
myself. My
question
boy
was the
Scotty.
right question. That was exactly, and that's what it has to be. Yeah, they're 3 different companies.
Has to be.
'Cause most companies are very married to their logo.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
like important. You don't have 2 different logos. It's very
Yeah.
confusing in the business world.
I think
Yeah.
I think there's 3 different Gebruder Hellers, if that's even possible. But yeah,
The fact that the one with the anchor is Schmalkalden, and the one with the Balloon Man, I think, is Zolligan.
it's a lesson of the day, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, I like the Balloon Man logo the best.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a lot of people like that. Let's see, another one here.
Maybe you'll get that tiger, Nick.
It's a good looking handle.
Yeah, the plating's pretty worn though. It's a late
Hot.
piece. Late piece, but nice paint.
Hot metal eagle.
Yeah, it looks like it's it's not steel, not aluminum, that's for sure.
I don't usually see that.
Nah,
That's kind of interesting.
yeah, the blade is nice.
It's a Puma.
Double proof Puma.
Well, it's a great dagger.
Yeah, it's not bad. All right. Well, I'm glad that we got this because we finally figured out what Heller is now.
Yeah.
3 different companies instead of 2.
You think they were related?
Somewhere down the line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe they were Cucines. Okay, we're going to get our glasses filled up, and then Nicky's going to come on here and teach you guys something about firearms.
Yeah. Hey, you guys.
Hey, yuzzes, you know. What happened to the boot? Oh, there it is, right in front of me. You got enough, Nick? You all right?
I have enough.
All right.
I drink slow.
That's okay. I drink slur.
That's what'll happen to me if I have more than one.
Did you bring the charger today, Nick?
No, it's a Challenger, by the way.
Sorry.
You should be. No, it's raining. The baby doesn't come out in the rain.
No,
It stays in the garage.
I took a shot. It was either Charger or Challenger, and I missed. Sorry.
I saw on TV that that's one of the most stolen cars, if you can find one.
Oh yeah,
They'll steal them all the time.
they'll try to steal it from you while you're driving it. Yeah.
On 95?
Well, usually in the city when you stop at a light, you have to, keep your head on a swivel.
Well, you got the one with that big motor in it, right?
Oh, yeah.
What do you call that motor?
Well, it's a Hemi.
Hemi, yeah.
It's a
Hemi
it's a
motor.
wide body
Right.
scat pack, so it's got an
Yeah.
extended wheelbase. It handles like it's the best car I've ever had in my life when it comes to handling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fast too, right?
It's very fast. It's actually too fast.
Yeah.
It scares me sometimes how easily it goes over 100. But
Oh, you wouldn't do that, Nicky?
only pretty much every time I drive it. What's the
No
point in having
police,
it?
listen, all right? No policemen out there. No.
It's
Well,
very-
Nick, what did you bring here to show us? What is all
what I
this stuff?
brought today is common Third Reich small arms, and this is a standard rifle that the German army used all throughout World War II, which is the K98. The carbine, they call it the smaller version of the same exact rifle they had in World War I, which is probably, I think, 4 to 5 inches longer. So this is a shorter version of that rifle.
Oh, I didn't know that. So the World War I K98 is a little longer.
No, the World War I, it was probably, because I think they're 24-inch barrels, and they went to like a 20 or a 21-inch barrel. I forget the exact dimensions. But World War I rifles, they were going for long distance. Then they realized that's not so important in a war. That people weren't shooting people from 1,000 yards. Usually,
they're putting it above the trench and taking a shot in the dark.
Yeah, and they realized that mostly battles take place 200 yards and in. Nice walnut.
Yeah, it's a beautiful looking piece.
Yeah, it is walnut.
Can you give it a flip for me, Nick? Sure. Any numbers on there I got to say?
Yes, there are. I'll show you in a moment. This little hole that the German rifles have is when they put it in the racks in the arsenal, they put a cable through it to secure it, so you couldn't just steal their rifles. Yeah. A lot of rifles had that. This is, like I said, this is the same action that's on a World War I Mauser and also an 03 Springfield. The U.S. stole this exact design, and the Germans won a lawsuit after the war, and they had to pay because they stole this design completely.
Is that reliable?
It's extremely reliable, and it still works perfect today. And a lot of companies who build bolt action rifles, they almost use the exact same design.
Yeah.
With very little modification. But go ahead, Tom.
You put the shell in, put the casing down. If you want to take the shell out, and the shell comes out.
Yeah. Well, you put 5 in at a time. Here is the ammo pouches that they used during World War II, and they're always marked. Yeah, this is like the pebble grain, and this one has a marking on it also. And
there you go. I just had it.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I thought you had it already.
Lift it up again. Just tilt it towards me a little bit. Yeah. It's really tough to get photograph stampings in leather.
And especially with the pebble grain, it reflects. So let me show you what the ammo looked like on this. It came in 5-round stripper clips.
Now that went into the rifle like that?
Yes, you would put it in.
Don't load it.
I'm not going to load it. I'm just going to show you how it's loaded.
I don't want our cameraman to shot.
No. So basically, see this little slot right here?
Yeah.
In the back of the whole area.
I see.
You slide that right there. Then you push it down, and all 5 rounds go into the magazine. And then this piece, you just toss it or put it in your pocket to be reused. A lot of times in the heat of battle, it's just tossed.
Yeah.
You don't have time to save it.
Yeah.
But they come like this, so when you get issued them when you're in the military.
What caliber were these?
This is 8mm. It's almost identical to a 30-06, which is the with the M1 Garand used. It's a very big bullet, very powerful, designed to be effective at 800 to 1,000 yards.
Really?
Yes.
Well, there's a lot of powder in there, and it's so streamlined looking too. They always use copper.
It's copper jacketed lead. It's when you say full metal jacket, when you ever heard that expression, to be humane in war, which is a silly thing to say, but the copper jacket was supposed to go through you and make a hole and not break apart, and because the lead is soft. Yeah. And so that was supposed to be more humane. It wanted to wound you and get you out of the fight, not necessarily kill you. All right, that's the theory behind it. So that's why a full metal jacket is more humane. If you had like a soft tip, like hunters to shoot deer have a soft lead tip because they want that bullet to hit and then expand and explode and do the most damage because they don't want the deer to run away and die. They want it to die right there.
Yeah.
So that's basically why they use copper full metal jacket. In war, it was a rule back then. You had to do it. You could be charged with war.
Also,
I believe they started it then, but I'm not sure the exact time because they were trying to be, more humane, if that's the thing.
Never understood that either. Laws of war or anything.
Well, once the battle starts, all rules are gone. So, but this particular rifle, why I brought it today, because it's really cool, in good condition, of course, too, is where it was made. All German weapons. I'm going to turn this around so Rob can get the picture of this. This shows when it was made and where it was made, right there.
Where am I going, Nick?
Right here.
Okay.
What does it say, Nick?
It says DOT 1944. It has some German Waffen amps and some other stamps here. And so DOT factory was the Waffenwerke in Brunn, Czechoslovakia, which is a lot of German stuff was made in other countries that they occupied. And this bayonet is also from DOT, which is the Brunn factory in Czechoslovakia. The former Czechoslovakia.
Yeah.
Now it's Czechia, I believe. So this was made in 44, and this one was made in 43. You can tell by all bayonets have a little date right there.
Yeah.
So
were these places somewhere around Prague? Or
it was. I think it was north near the border.
Yeah.
In fact, I should look that up today. I was thinking I should know where Brunn, B-R-U with an umlaut N-N.
So Bohemia and Moravia, that they called, that was that area too, I think is what they called it. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Well, that wood grit kind of gives it away too as a Czech piece.
And it's almost the same wood. This is a different stain, but I believe this is also walnut on. So it's like the same forest produced the wood for the bayonet and the rifle. But and also I have a nice Wehrmacht early belt and buckle. The belt is marked 1938, which is yeah, here it is on this. This is all the size information.
That's a good stamp there.
And then you get this one.
Yeah, that's the tough one to get.
Yeah.
Just leave it
So
like
that's
that,
probably a more difficult belt to find because it's pre-war, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And if they wore it through the whole war, they usually leather doesn't last that well in the weather when it's out there. But this one's a pretty decent shape. So, and this has been together for 80 years. This belt and buckle. Yeah. So that's the rifle, and I also have a couple pistols that I could show you that have some interesting history.
Collectors, you want to see a couple pistols from Nicky?
Well, I heard them all say yes.
They said yes, yeah.
If they said no, then they didn't say it loud enough.
All right, Nicky, where are we here?
Well, I want to, the theme was common Third Reich small arms. So I have one of the most common pistols that the Third Reich used, and it's not the Luger, as most people think. It is a newer pistol. It is a P38. Yeah. That is what most soldiers and COs wanted to have in World War II. It was a very dependable weapon. Adopted by the Germans in 1938, hence the designation P38.
It's a heavy gun too, isn't it?
It's probably, I believe it's the same exact weight as a Luger.
There's
no, yes. Yeah. The weight wasn't the issue. It's more dependable than a Luger.
Well, the double action too.
Double action was also good. And Walther or Walter, as I think they say in Germany, the double action, let me let you know it's unloaded.
Thank you, Nick. This
this is double action. People don't know. Double action is you pull the trigger and it pulls it down. Most earlier weapons you had to pull the hammer back to shoot it if it was already loaded. So that's a P30. What makes this showed like the history of the weapon. This weapon was made in Mauser, BYF in 1944. The Mauser factory. Then after the war, it was warehoused and then reissued. You see this stamp right here to the Austrian military, the Bundesheer, which is the BH Bundesheer, was the Austrian army, and probably in the early 50s, this was issued to the Austrian military. Most likely, they were used by the military police. This particular pistol probably was not used that much because this still has the original finish from 1944. This pistol has never been refinished. A lot of the Austrian Army pistols will have refinish marks and where they were retooled by the factory. This pistol has none of those, so it was never refinished or repaired because it never broke.
It couldn't have been carried much either because those late finishes weren't that hardy, I don't think.
No, and again, this is, to me, this looks like the original finish from World War II.
I agree.
There is a grease pencil mark here, which was, I think it's 0145 or something like that. I forget what it is. That was put in by the Austrian military. And then once it's in there, you can't wash that out. You can't scrub it out.
What's the caliber?
This is a 9mm, same as a Luger. This pistol was made to replace the Luger. as
So
the
it's
standard
the same shell
sidearm.
then.
Yes, exactly same 9mm
Was
parabellum.
it 8 shots or 9 shots?
I believe this 8-round magazine. The Luger was 7.
Uh-huh.
And this was more. This was safer to carry around in the chamber because of the double action.
Right.
So it's very difficult to fire this. That takes a lot of effort to
Yeah.
accidentally fire the weapon. So
Yeah.
it was safe. And also this little red dot that shows you if a bullet is in the chamber. That sticks out.
Oh, I never knew
That's
that.
it indicates that there's a bullet in the chamber.
So it goes out.
It will stick out about an eighth of an inch to let you know there's a bullet in the chamber.
I never knew that.
Yep.
Is that on all of them?
Yes, every single one. That's a feature that a lot of
Never
Walther
noticed it.
pistols have.
So you got a bullet in the chamber?
No, that would stick out.
Oh, it stick out further.
It would stick out further.
Okay.
That's recessed. It would actually protrude where you would see it. It would be also another marking on this pistol is right here. It says the Germany marking and the import marks. In the 1980s, this was sold as surplus and brought into the United States. So you have the markings in 1944 when it was made, the markings when the Austrian army used it,
Wow.
and then in the 1980s, when I bought this, I think I paid $300 for it in like 1988 or 89.
So nobody's throwing out guns anytime
Who,
soon, right?
who would buy this in 1980 in America?
Me.
Well, other than a collector.
Mostly
I mean, They were
collectors.
selling them. They probably had 1,000 of them or
Yes,
something.
yes. So that's why they were so cheap. They all came in at one time.
Yeah.
So it was very easy to get them.
Yeah.
But you see, it's
Where,
not
where would you buy them? In a gun shop?
the regular
or-
gun shop. I bought it at Abington Gun Specialties over near where I live. They had probably 20 of them in the display.
Yeah.
So I picked out the nicest one. I was one of the first ones to buy one.
And were they all the same vintage? and
Yes,
stuff?
they're all exactly the same. Well, some of them were 43 BYF, some of them were different P38s. It was a mix of all the P38s that were made during the war, but all of them went to the Austrian army and then went to the imported in through Virginia. Now this holster, which I acquired after the fact, this came with a police holster, which back in the 80s I thought was stupid, and I sold it and I bought a World War II holster. Hindsight, I should have kept the original holster to keep it intact, but that's a mistake you make when you're a younger collector. But this one I thought was neat because it is a wartime holster, and a guy named Ray Norton scratched his name. He was the U.S. soldier who captured this particular holster and a different P38 pistol during the war. And this holster was made in 1944.
Where'd you get this?
I bought it, I think, on eBay a long time ago.
Well, that's something. I mean, although it's a common gun, everybody, P38, oh yeah. But I'll bet very few people knew what you told us about that, and it makes it really interesting.
They've been around. It's been a useful pistol for a long time.
Yeah. Oh, it still would be. I mean.
Oh yeah, it still works perfectly.
Yeah.
If you look at this huge ejection port,
Yeah.
another company called Beretta used that in their 92F.
Uh-huh.
So that was a very, a lot of companies utilized this
Because
design.
It was such a good design.
Yes.
Yeah.
And there's very little chance of ejection jams because you got that giant port,
Yeah.
which no one thought of until the engineers at the Walther factory figured that out.
Why did they replace the Luger with that?
Because it was cheaper,
Yeah.
more dependable. I think it held one more round in the magazine, which is also very important in a war. But I think the cost of manufacture at the time, Luger had a lot of small parts that took machining, and they were hand fitted.
Yeah.
So this was more of a assembly line. You could build those.
Yeah.
The parts were more interchangeable in a P38 than they were in a Luger.
Yeah.
You
Just
didn't
made sense in wartime.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. Huh.
And the Luger was an old design, very mechanically, a lot of moving parts that were unnecessary.
Yeah, but they're fantastic to
Yeah,
examine. They're just
it's
beautiful.
my favorite pistol, but again,
Beautiful.
I wouldn't take it to war.
No.
No. Now,
And if it gets dirty, it jams up right and all that stuff.
It looks nice, but put it in a display and get a different handgun for defense.
Yeah.
This pistol is a bringback. This is exactly how it was carried by the German and the U.S. soldier in 1944-45. The soldier who brought this back is a local person from Wilmington, Delaware. He's a nice Italian man, Nicholas Basicia. They even spelled his name wrong on this form. This is the original form that you had to fill out. One was kept with the military, one you had to keep with you and the weapon to prove that you registered properly to bring it home.
That's the famous bringback paper,
Yes,
right?
and each group had their own paper they made up. This is actually specific for the 362nd Infantry. So he was Company A, 362nd Infantry, and he was a PFC. And that's even his serial number.
And then what does it say? 1 Belgium, what?
Is there a date on there, Nick?
Yes, the date is right here.
Oh, okay.
This is May 28th, 1945. This is when
about ended.
yes, this is when he was leaving.
Yeah.
Usually your papers are dated when you're going home.
Yeah.
Because you needed this paper to bring it home. You
Yeah.
didn't bother with anything until you had to take it back and go through. You thought you were going to be inspected. They weren't, but they thought they were going to be.
That's the old, thank you for your service in Europe. Now you got to go to the Pacific Theater.
Well, thank goodness that didn't happen to a lot of people. But he basically was going home that day. So he had a Belgian pistol. And he also had this Beretta, which is this pistol right here, which I'll show you now. This is how he carried it.
He put that on?
Yes, Mr. Pacicia put this on his pistol, and it's been there ever since. That has never been removed.
I love that holster. That is really cool looking.
When I first acquired this pistol from another collector, I thought this was like a Walther PP
Yeah, that's what I would
holster,
think too, yeah.
because it looks identical. And they just put the Beretta model 1935 or 34, I forget, I get conflicting reports on it, into it. But this particular holster was made for the Beretta. The Germans made this pistol specifically for this. So it wasn't, we could use this holster. They actually designed this exactly for this. I found out later.
Is the leather color different, though, than it would be on a German pistol?
No, most of the Wehrmacht used green.
Oh, they did?
Yeah, when you were in the field, yes, green was the color.
That was,
yes.
Yeah, okay. I didn't know that.
So a lot of them like to put something on it to customize their holster so you knew they weren't a German.
Yeah, gotcha. Yep.
So you can see the serial number 511654. 511654. This is the pistol,
that's cool.
PFC Pacicia.
Nick, can you give a flip?
Sure.
Now, what caliber do
This is
Berettas
32
carry?
ACP.
Not real big then, small
No, it's just
caliber.
a 7.65 millimeter, what the Germans called it.
Was this kind of an officer's gun?
Yes, this is a preferred pistol for an officer. Not this exact pistol, but 32 caliber.
Yeah.
This is why they need a lot of them. Officers weren't really going to use their pistol for anything other than decorative.
Yeah.
So they didn't want to carry a heavy pistol on their belt all day, so they preferred 32 and even 25 caliber pistols. So they didn't have a lot of weight. It was more decorative. These were
shooting somebody with that. I mean, you can still kill somebody,
Yeah.
but it's not as effective as
Yes.
the bigger caliber, right?
So yeah, it was an emergency backup. You know, you had no other recourse, and you had this. But it was more decorative, more of a sign of authority when you carried a pistol when you were an officer.
Gotcha.
So this is, like I said, Mr. Pacicia brought this back, and it is neat to have the original paperwork with it also.
That's a
Did
great
you
piece,
meet
Nick.
Mr. Pacicio? Or?
No, I bought this from a collector who bought it from the family. So I was very happy to get the original paperwork. Sometimes you get a copy of the paperwork.
Yeah, right.
This is the actual original paper.
Yeah, it's still in relatively good shape. Whenever I've had these things, they're all torn and you know.
Well, this brown paper was real cheap,
Yeah.
and it disintegrated in time. If you don't take care of it, it won't be around another 50 years. It'll just turn to dust.
Boy, that's pretty cool.
Great piece, Nick.
Thank you. And the last piece I want to show you is something that no one has ever seen before. I got this from
Gee, I've never seen that before. Nick.
Me either.
see, we're done here. Have a nice day. Now, this is a pistol that when I acquired it, I had no idea what it was, like 40 years ago. And the person I got it from was a former CIA operative in Vietnam.
Oh, wow.
And he was an interesting character. You would love to talk to him for days. He had stories you couldn't believe. But he had a ridiculous collection of things that came out of our government down in Aberdeen, Delaware.
Well, when you say a CIA operative in Vietnam, he was there while the war was going on, right?
Yes,
So
yes.
Was he behind the scenes trying to...
After Vietnam, he worked all over D.C. and part of the government, and he had access to all this stuff that our government brought back an archive from World War II, and they were happened to get rid of a lot of things. And he was there at the right time, and he purchased a lot of things that were World War II experimental weapons. And even like experimental weapons from the 40s, 50s, and 60s he has in his collection. This is something he sold me that he got from the government. They let it go. This is a Spanish-made pistol from the 30s. But look at that stamp. That is a SD Gestapo police stamp. This pistol was issued to the Gestapo.
I'm going to try to get that as best as I can.
It's kind of light.
You sure about that?
Yes,
Nick?
I'm absolutely sure about it.
Yeah. Those rubber stamps are hard to interpret, but I guess...
This is a Gestapo pistol that was a contract. This was called a Spanish Unique. They were made...
I never saw a gun that looked like that.
It's just almost... This is very few guns in the world even look like this.
Yeah.
Because it was a custom order from the German police in the mid-30s to a Spanish company. What they were buying was a throwaway gun. And they needed plausible deniability. I'll get to that in a second. But you can see right here, you see the German Crown N proof, and then a number 29. That's a German stamp. The rest of this is all...
Oh, Nick.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's all right. Give me a second here.
When I see a stamp like that, though, I think imperial times.
Yes, but up until like 1938, that's the stamp. Yes, then they went to the swastika stamp. And you see it's also on the barrel. Do you see that, Rob?
Where am I looking?
Right there.
Okay, I'll see what I can do.
That's another Crown N stamp that was done in the mid-30s.
Actually, those stamps look like some of the stampings we see on the spines of police bayonets, on the old police bayonets.
And then also on the barrel right here, Rob, you see another stamp of 29.
Yeah.
The pistol was made by the Spanish, but the barrel was made by the Germans. And they stamped the frame, and they also stamped the barrel with 29. So I'm assuming there was at least 28 made before this, but I've never seen one. So this is the 29th one made of this particular configuration. This is 32 caliber, the same as that Beretta. And what it also has is a threaded barrel.
Why is that?
Because this gun was made to do bad things. Oh. This gun has a 1935 original German-made suppressor.
Wow. Now,
this didn't really work that well when it was new. You had to use subsonic ammo, and it really didn't... There's no such thing as silence. It suppressed the sound probably like 70%.
Now, hold on a second. Can you tell me what subsonic ammo is?
Oh, subsonic ammo is a bullet that is made to have less powder than a normal bullet, so when it leaves the end of your barrel, it's traveling below the speed of sound. Most bullets, when you fire them, when they come out, they're going so fast that you're going to hear a crack, which is breaking the sound barrier. So that would render a suppressor useless, because you would still hear this giant crack, and that's almost the loudest part of it. Yeah. So you need to use subsonic ammo, or at least ammo that is low enough that by the time it goes from here to here, it slows down enough so when it comes out this end, it's just below the sound barrier. So sometimes they formulate it so it's just, so you get as much power as possible so it's still silent, well, relatively silent. So basically, this is a lot of threads compared to what they do today. So all these threads. So this was your Gestapo's assassin's pistol.
Wow.
Tom White from Legacy, Whiteman, I should say, I'm sorry. Yeah, he did a special, not a special, but he put this in one of his shows, and he called it a secret agent's gun. So that's a nice way of saying it's an assassin's pistol.
Is this still effective, or is it?
No, this is empty. This was empty before I got it. Yeah, it's just an empty shell.
Yeah. Just looks cool.
Yeah, we'll call it a faux. It was made to be a real suppressor, but there's nothing inside of it. If there was baffles in it back in World War II, they've been removed. It's empty.
Yeah. Huh.
So
whenever you see something like that on a threaded barrel, you know it was made with a suppressor.
Well, it could be adapted to hold a suppressor.
I'm sorry, I don't want to walk around the corner and see Nicky holding that thing.
No, it looks
nasty looking thing, isn't it, with that suppressor on
it
there?
is.
Yeah.
And this original pigskin holster is cool because you can say it was made for the extended barrel. and this pistol's been in this forever. There are no markings on here. I had a feeling if this was really used for bad things, it was probably supposed to be disposed of after it was used.
You think so?
Yeah, if you had to do something bad, you didn't want to get caught, you use it and you toss it into a body of water, you were done. Because if other people have one of these, I've never seen it in any collection.
Is there any markings on it at all?
Yes. This also has the 29 mark on it. It goes with the barrel and the frame. So this was,
so you know it was made for that specific pistol.
I'm gonna need to see it. Like, let me just
put it at an angle.
Yeah.
So now that I see that suppressor, and then I see that rubber stamped Gestapo mark on the holster, it all makes sense, doesn't
yes.
it? Yeah.
And this really was not made to be super effective because the seal at the end is just like wax cover burlap. So it basically was only suppressive for the first round. And once this hole opens up, then it lets a lot of sound out. So you first fired it, that was sealed, and so the first round was relatively quiet. And then after that, it got louder and louder.
I think with that kind of a person and this kind of a weapon, they only needed one round because they were going up and just killing somebody.
That's what I was thinking. Now,
I think that's about what it is.
I have my older sister is a very interesting person, and she has like what some people would consider a special ability, like psychic ability. I don't really believe in that 100%, but I'm going to have an open mind. And years ago, I showed her my collection, and I showed her like 3 or 4 German pistols.
She was getting a sense in her mind.
And she was just holding them in her hand. She could care less. Yeah, so what? I handed her this pistol. She threw it down like it gave her electric shock. I go, what'd she do? That's like a valuable collectible. She goes, there's something wrong with that. It's evil. I don't want to touch it. Wow. So this pistol has probably done bad things.
She didn't know anything about
nothing. I did not let her know anything about it.
That's scary.
And she touched it in her hand and just threw it on the table. So I don't want to touch that.
Well, then let me get this more over to Rob.
Thanks a lot. That's what I need. More bad luck.
But she's more sensitive than most people when it comes to stuff like this.
Boy, that's weird, isn't it?
Yeah,
wow,
but yeah, this is probably the oddest.
You tell me true on this? That's weird.
This exactly the truth.
I don't know. We bought a flag one time off a family. They thought it was haunted. Remember that, Pop?
Yeah.
We've got this stuff coming in and out all day long, 24/7. We've never seen a thing.
Oh yeah, they blamed the flag on losing their house and
Yeah.
everything, all kinds of things, and
You think there'd be dead soldiers walking around the basement all the time and something? Nothing.
The old saying, never blame yourself. There's plenty of other people around to blame.
Right. All right.
We have people that say, "Oh, I would never have one of those Nazi things in my house. It would cause, geez, I've got thousands of them, and I'm still alive."
The best part about that is they have something good, they'll sell it to you cheap just to get rid of it. See?
Give it to us. Take it. Yeah, that's the one I like.
I've never had that.
Just get it out of my house. I don't care.
We've had that before. We just want it out of here.
Ooh, look at this.
Anything else, Nick?
Oh my goodness gracious. Look what I found.
We missed a box?
We missed a box.
Oh.
This is from your good old friend.
Yeah, in the town of
Guildford.
Yeah, Guildford.
Guildford.
Right. Don't
or
say
Guildford.
the address. Don't say the address, though.
Okay, it is exactly located. No, of course not. Well, I wonder what's in this box.
I can tell you what they're going to look like. They're going to be 2 wrapped daggers in bubble wrap, wrapped together, and so tight in the box that you can hardly get them out.
Good stuff, Nick. Thanks for showing that. Really
Thanks
nice.
for listening.
Yeah, I like that, especially that last pistol. That was fascinating.
Sorry.
Yep, there they are. There they are. Wrapped together. That's where they always are, Nicky.
I've unwrapped these before.
Yeah, you probably have. I think it must be a year or so that he's been sending these. Get the other side too, Nick. Good. And usually everyone...
Yeah, if you send them any different, we'd, what's going on?
You didn't do it.
Three daggers.
Usually every dagger's in a nice little baggie too, a little cloth baggie.
And as collectors, we all have the same idea. You have to keep those bags with these daggers forever now. That,
that's,
now it's
when-
part of the
when,
provenance.
That is true.
Yeah, it's in a Guilford bag. It's
Yeah,
a Guilford
Guilford
cheese.
bag, yeah.
He's not only selling his incredible collection, he's building a legacy for future collectors to talk about.
Because our viewers have been watching these come in for a year or so, and these have gotten a reputation for themselves.
Hold on, Pop. Can I get another drink before we open these babies up?
Yeah, we can do that. I might need one myself. Nicky's still nursing that baby.
It's all right.
He's still sober. Well, maybe that's good with that suppressor, you know.
Yeah, I know. You don't want Nicky getting too high.
You know who would get me intoxicated? Owning that
Say
Tiger
Tiger.
SA with the vertical hanger.
Gee, we were talking about that, weren't we? Oh,
I think
forgot
everyone
about
should write in and tell Tom to sell me that dagger. He doesn't need it. You won't even miss it.
that. Oh, Nick, you're ceaseless.
You are correct, sir.
You are a torturer.
That's my objective, is to just wear you down to where you're, one day you'll just give it to me just to shut me up.
Yeah, that's what's gonna happen.
Just take the damn thing.
Yeah, Carrie,
Leave me
just
alone.
take it. Leave me alone.
You don't have to tell me that because I know that's what you're doing. I
Yes.
know. It's starting to get to me. Not enough yet, though.
All right, then I'm on the right track.
Another 2 years worth.
All right.
Well, which one you think we ought to open first, Nick?
I like that one.
You like the blue one?
Yeah.
All right.
Hold on a
Put this
second.
aside.
Did you put any soda in that, Pop?
Huh?
Did you put any soda, wham in this?
Oh, I forgot that. Oh, I forgot that. Yeah, no, you got to have a little wham. Yeah, I was even stirring it up like there was wham in there. All right, I'll
Can we get a fresh bottle for next show, please?
Oh, you want bubbles in your wham?
Things flat as flat. Flat as the earth.
Well, it's. I guess.
Oh, you're one of them guys.
No, I'm not. I was going to say something else, but
If you're drinking booze, do you have to have all that bubbles in the mixer and all
Yes.
that too? You do?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
it
just-
comes out.
Like, the-
Well,
don't
if you
care.
really like the booze, you don't need it. I work with a guy who loved Mountain Dew so much, he drank it flat and warm. That's how much he liked Mountain Dew. I go, how could you drink that? It's disgusting. He goes, I just love it.
yeah.
People do like their Mountain Dew for some reason. I don't
Yeah,
drink
that is. I think it's an addictive. Type
It's
thing.
very addictive.
Yeah,
I think there's as much caffeine in Mountain Dew as coffee.
probably.
But
is,
that's just a guess. I don't know.
well, there's a lot of caffeine in this wham too. You can't drink a big glass of wham before you go to bed, or you'll be watching the ceiling till 1 in the morning. You know, it's. I found that anyhow. All right, well, I know you collectors want to see what's here.
Can't
I
wait.
like to just kind of show the grips because his grips are usually always beautiful. Usually, anyhow. Oh, another one that's nice.
That's a beauty.
Isn't that nice, Nicky?
Yeah, that's very nice.
You know, he bought daggers that were hardly worn. And you look at that, it maybe worn a couple of times, but just beautiful.
It's in the scabbard backwards, isn't it?
No.
No?
And it's
Much to drink, I
it's
guess.
got an NRH on it. Niederhausen or something like that. And let's see what the scabbard looks like. Oh, nice anodizing.
Looks really early.
Look at that, and the ball's still good. Yeah, it's a nice early piece, and I don't see where it's even ever been apart. So, I mean, look at the fit.
Why don't you lay it down, Pop?
Look at that grip fit, Nick.
I love that. Yeah.
I mean, if you're a gun guy, so you can relate to that, how well the pieces are fit. You know, when you're talking about wood and metal,
Yeah.
it's not that easy to,
It's very satisfying when it fits just right.
Oh.
That scabbard's a killer, too.
Scabbard's a killer, yeah.
You got a guess on the manufacturer?
Well, I don't know. It's yeah, I think I do. It's Icorn.
Yeah, it's not a pack. You can tell it's got that nice slope. Yeah.
It's look at the depth in the
Yeah.
accent grooves. That looks like an Icorn to me, and the grip looks like an Icorn too.
And again, the eagle is really nice. It's
Yeah.
in there just right.
Yeah.
Yep.
And Icorn on the early daggers used a lot of these high-necked eagles, which this one is. See how that head goes
Yeah.
way up in the air. So I might be dead wrong, but
I
think
agree
it's
with
an
you. I think
Icorn.
it's an acorn too.
Caboodle Heller.
Oh, look at that blade.
Yeah.
Yeah, where are you going to find a better blade? It just
Give it a little tip, Pop.
beautiful.
Yeah, that's nice.
Boy, that's beautiful. Look at the grain all in it. And, oh, you ready? Here we
Ready.
go. Let's see who made it.
We're all wrong.
We guessed wrong. A real weird maker, too. J. Derlim.
What?
Yeah, what?
Look at that maker, Nicky. Boy, that's a rare maker.
That is crazy. Here, look at it. I'm getting it.
That's a rare maker. Should I go look it up in the Mixar, Rob?
That looks
Sure.
like it's look up. Like I've never
Yeah.
seen one before.
Yeah.
I've seen this once, I think.
You guys talk while I find the Mixar. Derlim, D-I-R-L-A-M, right?
What do you think that is, Nicky? That
You know what?
what they have? It
It's-
looks
it-
like a mushroom or something in there. That is a really rare maker.
That looks like maybe like the thing you tie your ship to at the dock.
A
maybe.
mooring?
Yeah. I don't know. I couldn't figure out that drinking flask. That last one. I thought it was a light bulb.
What is that logo? Can you tell what that is?
We were just talking about that. We were thinking maybe it was a mooring for putting your ropes when you tie a ship.
It looks like a pacifier. Or,
Well,
It really
I
does.
seriously hope that's not what it is.
They didn't have pacifiers then.
No, you just cried and suffered.
That's right.
it looks like the shmoo.
What
Remember the
is that thing?
shmoo?
It's- I mean,
I have no idea what it is.
what the hell is it? It looks like it could be a party hat. I mean, well, Derlim & Son is listed as an 8 in the Mixar.
Yeah, well, you know how much
But I don't
like that.
remember seeing one
Yeah,
of them.
I've
You ever
seen
one?
I've seen
No.
that before, but that is a one rare maker, and that dagger is fine.
I just want to,
Is that loose?
I just want to see if they're HE cross guards, which would be Icon, because they really look like Icon.
Yeah, small
guards.
company probably bought their fittings for somebody else.
It's possible,
Yeah.
but let's just look for fun since it's loose. No, they're PAs.
Who makes those?
They were very common. I forget the name of the company, but a lot of companies use PAs. The early chained SSs, most of them have PA cross guards too.
What's the name of the maker again?
Derlim.
That might be why they have that emblem. It might be something in German that I don't know. But what is it?
D-I-R-L-A-M and Son. When you see a sun with an umlaut over the O, there'll always be an E on the end because it's sons. When it's one sun, there'll be no E on the end and no umlaut. Isn't that
Okay.
interesting? Not that I know anything about German, but for just looking at these dagger makers for years, I found that out.
See?
That's not an 8. I'm sorry.
You think it's higher?
I don't like the
I
McSar
think-
scale, to tell you the truth.
Well, that was done a long time ago, wasn't
Yeah.
it? Yeah. It's got to be updated.
Oh,
So that's a nice
beautiful-
one, as usual, from the man from Guilford.
Perfect conditions.
That is, I mean, it's for a real early first production dagger. I mean, it's hard to say anything is really mint, but for its vintage and so forth, that is as close to mint as you're going to see.
This is like the color I've seen ones that were made in early 1934, like the first group. They had this darker chocolate color.
And some of them have an orangey color, and well, that's a nice piece.
Orangey.
Orangey, yeah. Well, let's see what we
There's
got.
a new word we've invented.
Yeah.
See what we got.
At Johnny V, I'll tell you.
Oh, look at
Uh-oh.
that. Oh,
Here we
Nice,
go.
a three-piece hanger.
look at the condition of the three-piece hanger too, and a walnut grip.
You know I like those three-piece hangers.
Yeah. Oh, look at that. Well, this has got to be a Sewell dagger. I mean, just boy, you would think anyhow.
It was like the same wall that was on my rifle.
Yeah, it's it definitely. Well, other makers used it too, but let's see what the scabbard looks like. Boy, I love that grip though. Look at that. Boy, it's beautiful. Now this has got to be a Sewell dagger. See how the nice curve is to them with the Torrigan.
That's a fat grip, too. It looks like a
Yeah.
tick. Compared to this, you know what I mean?
Oh, good. It's got a hanger on it too. Let's look at that.
Oh, it's the third piece.
Oh, look at that.
Nicky knew it.
Well, the hanger's not the right vintage.
Yeah,
This
that's
is
it.
late.
Yeah.
So that was put on at a later date, but still, look at the condition of it.
But probably during the war, because it looks
Yeah.
like this guy always
Yeah.
bought stuff that like a long time ago.
Well, whoever put it on did not know what they're doing, because this dagger is backwards right
Yeah,
now and the
yeah.
hanger is forward, so they put it on the wrong way. And to get that off and to redo it right is a big job. Look at the scabbard anodizing. Oh,
Man,
oh, look at the lacquer there. See all that lacquer, Nick? It's just little parts where it's worn. Wow, this is a pretty dagger. The ball is perfect.
boy, if I could just have a crate full of these early SA scabbards and this anodizing.
The money is. Look at that scabbard. That is incredible. What a beauty. I guess if I were going to buy this dagger to keep myself, I would change the hanger to an earlier one.
I don't know, because you would want to do that, but if that was the only hanger, but this looks like it matches the three-piece. It's the
It
same
does.
black. So if you're going to, this three-piece has to go with this hanger wherever it goes.
You know what it could be too? Maybe the other hanger wore out, and
he just a replacement.
He bought this, and that would be typical too. That he didn't know how to put it on, you know, because he wasn't in the dagger business or a collector.
Well, here's how I see what just happened here. Of course, it's in there backwards. All right, so we're going to turn this around and put it the right way. And
The hanger all of a sudden
right.
becomes right.
Here we go.
I'm sorry. I didn't realize it. Oh, that's how
I
stupid.
guessed wrong on the first one, and this one flew right over my head. I'm out. I'm
I
out.
gotta
There.
retire.
We're back in business now.
Yeah.
Back in business. I got to retire, Nick. I didn't realize it was in the scabbard backwards.
Neither did I, but I thought that one was. So
Yeah.
forget about it.
You know why? Because I had this over.
Oh,
thing,
yeah,
you know,
that's
and
what it was.
making
Yeah,
excuses. Yeah. All right. Well, can we at least guess that it's a Sewell dagger? And if I don't get that right, I got to retire.
Wait.
All right.
If you're wrong, then you have to sell it. Well, you
The
can't go.
ultimate bet, yeah.
If I'm wrong, I have
How
to.
sure are you?
Yeah. I'm pretty
I
sure.
don't think it is, Pop.
Oh, it's got a beautiful
I think
blade.
it's gonna be another.
I think I'm
obscure
going home
maker.
with the tiger. I'm going home with the tiger.
Nah, I'm still saying with Sewell, but
Is there something going on?
I got it.
You got it right. You're
Oh,
right.
look at that! It's a partial
Hold on a
room.
second. Turn it back. Turn it back on the other side.
Man, that's nice.
I just want considerations on that edge there. Is there something going on there?
Yeah, it looks like there was a tiny little bit of sharpening there, and they gave up on it. They didn't do much, but see where they ran it through something there? Can you see that, Nicky?
I see that. It might have been when whoever ground out Rome's name
It could have
got
happened
the
then.
belt.
Yeah.
It was in there.
You're right.
Yeah.
That's
so
probably
they were
what it is, yeah.
they weren't as precise as we hoped they would be.
Yeah, but still,
A
this
partial
is
Rome. That's
it's a
super
partial
nice.
Rome. Just took the name out. Haenel. Haenel was a good company. You know what's funny about them? It's C.G. Haenel, Sewell, and it says Waffen und Fahrrad. You know what Fahrrad are?
No.
They made bicycles.
Oh. So
Weapons and
yeah.
bicycles. Funny.
Any part of the room left at all?
Looks like they did a
No.
pretty good job of
Yeah.
getting Rome out of there. But they did a great job of leaving the rest of the inscription.
Sorry, Nick, you missed your bet.
That'll have to just buy this one.
Yeah, okay.
That's nice, isn't it?
Yeah, well, it's damaged. The blade's all cut up with the edge. You know, I'll give you $1,000 for it.
Yeah, thanks, Nick.
Well, I'll go to $1,200.
And then it's got this shitty scabbard. There's
Yeah, it's terrible.
some of the lacquer's not on it. The lacquer's not 100%. It's only 90%.
And it's got this later redone
Yeah,
hanger.
who would want that?
Yeah, I'll take it off your hands as a favor to you.
That's a pretty dagger.
All right, that's which one's the Larry?
Which one's the Larry? That's a good question.
We've been doing this so long here. I don't know how. I forget. I think the Larry was the pistol with the suppressor.
yeah. I
Yeah,
think so, too.
I have no idea what it's worth because I'm not selling it, so it doesn't matter. My wife will have to worry about that after I'm gone.
Yeah, there you go. Oh, and the unboxing. I don't know what was the Larry. I forget. What did we have here? Oh, that DLV glider pilot was nice too.
Yeah.
It was nice. That U.S. helmet, if it's real.
I wouldn't put
That
money on
Wolfschuss
that.
helmet is
that was pristine. The Lufschutzhelmet helmet is real, but they're not even in that condition. They're not super valuable, unfortunately, because they're not in demand. I got a feeling this is it right here. The partial Rome.
We'll go to the partial Rome.
Nothing wrong with that.
And not only is it a partial, all the blackening is in the etching and all. And
I love all the accoutrements.
Yeah.
So I love this 3-piece hangers. That's why I like that vertical hanger I want to get from you.
Yeah.
So that's the best part. All right, I think Rob's got a lunch appointment. He has to go.
I'm good. Let's go. Anything else?
Well, I guess that's it then, huh?
All right, thanks for coming out, Nick. Always the best.
Well, thanks for having me, and I will see you guys later.
Thank
All right.
you, Nick. Thank you.
I hope I didn't ruin your new policy of having no guests.
Well,
I'll be back next week.
After last week's video, I like what one guy said. This is tough to watch, and that kind of summed it up. But you know what? I think that everybody, we're all different people, and as a collector, he has a right to talk to other collectors too and be seen on a video. Why not?
Sure.
If everybody hates him, that's his problem, you know?
Everybody doesn't hate him. It's just there's always a percentage. I hope this video was a little bit less annoying. All right?
I guarantee
just a little
it
bit
will
less.
Be. Everybody will write in, oh, what a relief to see Nick after last week.
Well, I hope they do say that.
Well, thanks for coming.
Either way, it's great being here. Thanks for having me. I know I surprised you, but it is what it is.
Yeah, but you shouldn't have surprised me because you wrote me a month ago that you were coming, but I forgot.
I knew you forgot. That's why I didn't remind you. Because you might have changed your mind.
Ah, that's what it was.
So I figure if I get here, you can't throw me out.
No, you're not.
See you guys later.
I can throw you out now, though.
See you, I'm out. I'm out.